Welcome to the University of Iowa Neuromarketing channel. My name is Ryan Crockett, and today I'm going to explain and demonstrate examples of numeric computations in SPSS. We are going to familiarize ourselves with syntax computing techniques, learn some time-saving subcommands, and cover the arithmetic and statistical computations. What this is useful for is quickly creating new variables and performing different functions with it. The computing function is a staple for basic data transformation. So for this video, I will show you statistical and arithmetic transformations. To start, we'll do statistical and we'll use the drop-down menu. And then later, we're going to go through syntax to show how much quicker it can be. So we'll start by going to transform and compute variable. So from here, we're going to want to decide exactly what type of analysis we want to do. So we're going to go down to the statistical. And then we're going to choose mean because we're going to pretend we are interested in the mean amount of technologies that consumers have. So by doing this, it will add up all of the technologies that all the consumers have in each category and give us the mean. We're going to want to create a new variable. We go over to target variable and we'll call it mean technology, just tech for short. So now we'll actually put the mean function in there. And then it's going to ask for some of the things we want to know. So for the variables, we want wireless service all the way down to the news subscription. So we're just going to put commas in between them. And you can't click them all at once, so you have to click, comma, and so on. So make sure we get all of them. Okay, that should be all of them because we don't want the response. So instead of normally hitting OK, we're going to hit paste and see how it looks in syntax. I already had a syntax file open, so this is what it's going to look like. Normally it would open up a new one for you. So we can see this is the syntax writing that it spits out for you. So we'll just highlight that and then hit run selection. As we can see in the output, it executed. We can go check it. So variable, mean tech is our new variable. We'll scroll over here. And then this is the new output that it gives us, which should just be all of these up here, with the exception of response, and divided by the total number and seeing how many they have. So on average, this person has 29% of all the technologies that we're testing for. So it was successful. So now we can go down to our syntax that previously popped out from the mean function. And then what we're going to do is change it to sum. And we're going to create a new variable. So this is going to show us all of the technologies each one of the consumers have in this survey. So we'll change the name to sum of tech. And we do still want all of them, so we could highlight this and give it a go. But just to show some of the quicker techniques, you can actually just, instead of doing all of these different variables separately, you can actually delete all that and just write in to news. So the reason why you can do that is because they are coming in order, in chronological order. So because of that, if you do a 2, it'll go from wireless here all the way over to news, and it'll get everything in between. So after that, we can highlight our new command, and as you see, the sum of it did just pop up right there. We'll double check it. There's the new variable, and it should have all of them, not including response again. So this person does have 3 there, and the 4th right there. So that is accurate. One thing we can do is just check the frequencies of that variable to make sure. So we can go down here and type. You can just do type in freq, and it will give you the same thing as if you typed in frequencies. And then we'll do sum tech, and we'll highlight that. And it'll pop up a frequency. And it shows all of them are valid at 100%, which means there is no missing data. So it did use the function for all of the inputs. So that was two different statistical analyses that we use, one with the drop-down and one with the syntax. So next we're going to use the arithmetic function of the computing variables, and what we're going to do is type that whole thing in syntax and show how much quicker it can be. So we'll say we want to know the percentage that consumers spend of their income on their car. So we're going to come down here to the syntax. So what we're going to want to start with is enter a new line, compute. We'll create the new variable right here. I'll do car percentage. And then here is where we type in the actual logic part of the equation. So I'll start with the two parentheses and then car. So that's the category right up here that you can see. You do need it to have capitals and all the spacing and everything you have, divided by income, which is their household income, as you can see right here, variable number 4. Close those parentheses, so it'll do that division. And then we're going to do times 100, because that's how it'll actually convert into the percentage. And then make sure you end it with the period. Go down one line and type in execute, period. Now highlight it and hit play. Now it should have created a new variable. We see one was created. We'll go over to the data and see that it did create the variable. Now we will double check with the frequencies. Oops. Since there's a lot of different numbers actually in the frequency, that's why it's so big. And there still is 100, so there is no missing data. If you do want to use just syntax for statistical, that's the method I recommend. I didn't go through that specifically, but it is the same structure as if you were doing an arithmetic. And there also are many more functions, not just sum and mean, and not just doing a percentage of a variable. And as you can see, the syntax was drastically faster than the actual drop-down menu method. Thank you for watching this tutorial from the University of Iowa Neuromarketing channel. For more tutorials, subscribe to our channel.